Hey, what's going on? We back with another one. Hey, that last video kind of making moves out here. It had like 60 views. So anybody that watches this video, watch the other videos. If you didn't watch the other videos, go back and watch the other videos. I appreciate it. And it kind of put the battery in my back to keep making like different like reaction videos. I'm not the most professional dude. I might have to start producing myself and really like putting shit on the side so I can read off different topics and shit like that. But right now I'm freestyling it. Y'all kind of fucking with the freestyle, so we gonna just keep going, right? So recently, today, Joe Buttons dropped the episode called Reverse Card Day. Free on YouTube, not on the Patreon. Hold on real quick. Free on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Not on the Patreon. And it was an episode with Joe, Melissa, Ice, Parks, and Lamont Hill. Now listen, if you watch my other videos, you know I fuck with Ish. Ish wasn't there. Bull towards ACL playing basketball. Crazy work. And Flip wasn't there. So, not my favorite cast, but I was listening to it. I was doing some walking. Y'all see that I be smoking and shit like that, but I still do be like hooping. I still try to go for a walk, put my weighted vest on, like try to get y'all 10,000 steps in. Real shit. Like I'll jog a little bit too. Try to get like between, like especially if you first starting, try to get your 10,000, 15,000 steps, especially as the weather get nice. It's a little chilly though, but try to get your steps in. But anyway, so they talking about different topics. It's a slow news week, obviously, right? So I'm walking, listening to this shit. They get into this one topic. Now, I'm not familiar with this artist. It's a female artist. Her name is Dolce. I never listened to her music. I actually forgot that she was a rapper. I know she was on the Joe Buddens Podcast one time. I skipped that episode. Like, I watched all the episodes, but if they got like an artist on there I don't fuck with, I'm not listening to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So the artist Dolce, I guess she rap. I don't know. Y'all had to leave me in the comments, tell me what she do. I've seen her like on a runway type shit. On the algorithm, like a little dark skin John type shit. So they talking about Dolce. So Dolce had an interview, right? So the interviewer asked this lady, remember, dark skin black John, like, you know what I'm saying? They asked her what's her red flags and like what's her red flags when dating. You know what this lady said? And I ain't gonna go on a crazy rant. I'm gonna make a quick video because like I said, anytime it's a slow content week for the Joe Buddens Podcast, I ain't really got nothing to talk about on this channel. I could talk about other stuff, but I kind of do the JBP type shit. So, like I said, if y'all leave in the comments for me to cover a topic and enough people like it or something like that, I'll cover another topic. But she said the biggest red flag when dating is a straight man. Yo, bro, I was in the middle of my walk and I was like walking and it was like a pond. I almost jumped in the fucking pond, bro. And like, I know people say like Ish is like a toxic type man, but I was so mad that Ish wasn't there. And sometimes he do hold back because Melissa Ford be bitching, but I was so mad my boy Ish wasn't there. Because the way they, like Joe went against the grain, but the rest of the cast was like, yo, I get it. Yo, everybody has dating preferences. Like everybody, like, I'm not trying to fuck with no girl that ain't got no titties or no ass, bro. I'm not trying to fuck with no stick. Like, shout out to niggas that fuck with skinny ass bitches. That's not my twist. You know what I mean? Everybody got their different wave type shit. But like, I don't like how she said a straight man. Like, yeah, she got a bisexual background and she deal with bi men. But why are you going to say a straight man? Like, that shit is just corny. Like, I guess she grown in popularity. She got like Woman of the Year. And like they was even having a discussion like, is she an industry plant? It's multiple layers to like an industry plant. You could be an industry plant where I grab my mans off the street, I got money, and I'm like, yo, we gonna push you, you gonna be a rapper. And you could get an industry plant where they get a little buzz, but because they got certain ideologies and beliefs, they get an extra push. So she get Women of the Year. Oh, well, the way America is set up right now, of course she got Women of the Year. Of course y'all gonna push a narrative, the Women of the Year don't like straight men. And like, I'm not trying to sound ignorant or nothing. I got daughters. I love my mom. I got sisters. Like, I'm not one of these niggas that think females are weak. Like, I think females can run shit type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of niggas that be like, oh, I don't want to work for no female. I don't care about working for a female because I watch men fuck up all the time. So it ain't like she gonna do no worse. She could do better or she could do the same type shit. But like, Saying your biggest red flag is a straight man is the craziest shit to me. Like, people don't talk about it, and like anytime I speak, I'm gonna try to keep it real. Yo, her having those beliefs, or like people being transgender, or like women rights in general, y'all know women only have those rights, and all those people only have those rights because straight men believe they should have those rights. Nobody talks about it. Like, it's like, and it's a small demographic, but they get the loudest fucking microphone to say such ignorant shit. Yo, without straight black men, a lot of these subgroups, transgender, let's say women, let's say all this shit, they wouldn't have rights if it wasn't for straight men willing to fight behind that shit. That's not even me on some ego shit. That's a fact. If you don't got somebody, like, yeah, I fuck with fighting. Like, if a person got fight, even win, lose, or draw, you respect it. But like, you gotta fight and win some of these battles. Yo, these certain communities, without straight men, they wouldn't exist. I don't know why being considered a straight man has to come with toxic shit. It doesn't have to mean that at all. Like, is there certain ideologies that straight men have, like myself? Yeah, like we like football, we aggressive, shit like that. Yeah, but that don't mean we don't got a heart. That don't mean that we disrespectful. That don't mean that we look at the next group less than us. And a lot of times straight men, they don't get the respect. I'm not even saying admiration, but like, yo, you would have no rights. Like, if you're a woman, think about it. And I'm saying, and I'm being respectful. If you're a woman, can you really fight for your rights? You could bitch and complain. Can you really lay it on the line and fight for rights? You cannot. You physically cannot. So you need to be backed by men. I'm not saying gay people or transgender can't fight, but the greatest fighters of all time, they were straight men. Straight black men. I ain't gonna get too deep into that, but straight men. You can't be shitting on the people that you need to fight your battles. Because eventually, like in America, it's the war of opinions and the war of ideas. Eventually, shit like that becomes physical. Point blank, period. So when people gotta stand by their beliefs and stand on this shit and die for this shit, you need people like me. You need actual straight men to fight for your rights. So that whole ideology, and then like looking at her, I don't know what she is. I don't know if she a regular black John or if she African. I don't know. Like, I don't really know about her. But like, we shouldn't even allow a woman like that to push narratives like that. We shouldn't. Like, recently, a pro-Palestine, and I'm pro-Palestine, but a pro-Palestine dude, he had a green card. He was living in America, and they was like, there's a big thing going on social media. And Trump was like, and a lot of Republicans were like, nah, get the fuck out of here. They were ready to deport bull. They said, fuck your green card, nigga. You over here causing controversy. And I was like, a lot of people like, yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. But see, I don't got to say that's fucked up, because at the end of the day, this is the only country I know. I'm a black American. Everybody in my family a black American. I can't spot nobody that in my family. And even going back in my ancestry, all we know is America. So we don't got nowhere to go if this shit falls a fucking part. So we gotta stay in here and fight. A dude like him, yeah, Palestine fucked up, but he can still go to another country. Nigga, this all we got. So yeah, fuck your opinions, bro. If you over here causing controversy, but you got to do it on the other side too, because I'm the first person to say, hey, y'all still let them niggas have KKK rallies down south. Get that shit the fuck out of here. Because that's causing people to be disruptive for no reason and cause division. And we don't need that. Like, I just don't understand. Even if she feels that way. And like I said, some of the cast was like, oh, that's just a preference. That's just a preference. And it's just like, yeah, it's a preference. But it's a preference, and it's her saying it on top of all the other times people said things about being straight. And I'm a type of person, like, I live my life. Yo, you gay, I don't care. You transgender, I don't care. I don't care how you live your life. It's not affecting my life. You ain't got it all in my face, no diddy. So it's like, live your life. But when you attack certain classes, it's just like, it's corny, because at the end of the day, like I said, she a dark skin John. What if it was like, what if a dude was like, they was like, oh, what's your preferences, Trey? I'm like, I love women, but you can't be black as hell. They would have been frying me if I was a celebrity online, bro. They would have cooked me. Real shit. So it's just like, I was mad that Ish and Flip wasn't there to have pushback, because that deserves pushback. Because, like, it shouldn't be I don't want no one being attacked for shit. And I'm young enough to remember when they was really beating gay niggas' asses. And some gay niggas died. And that shit was corny. Like I said, none of my friends is gay. I don't really be around gay niggas. But I still thought that shit was corny. So for you to say, yo, straight men, yo, most of y'all rights come from straight men. Because they willing to fight for it and die for it, or they have fought for it or have died for it. And you could sit here all you want and say, well, gay people will fight physically for their rights. Yeah, you're probably right. You could say transgender people will probably fight for their rights. Yeah, you're right. But if you ain't gonna get a dub and you just gonna get cooked, you just gonna get cooked, bro. Yeah, do I like what's going on in Palestine? Fuck no, I think Israel's fucked up. Do the Palestinian people keep fighting? Yeah. Do you respect the fight? Yeah. Nigga, if you look from the 1940s to now, nigga, all they do is lose their land. So yeah, it's a fight, but they need help. That's why they kind of they need American sentiment to be like, yo, this shit is fucked up, and for niggas to fight for it. And that's straight men. But a lot of this social media shit is just talking. But when shit hit the fan, I bet you she not gonna run to one of her bisexual boyfriends. She gonna run to a nigga that's staying on business. Not saying that gay nigga don't stand on business. Pause. But they not out here cooking shit. They not out here heavyweight champion of the world, UFC champion of the world. That's all straight men. So some of this shit, it kind of made me think about it's another little thing going on social media. I'm not familiar with this boy like that. I'm kind of getting more familiar with him now because of clips and shit like that. But it's a dude named Aaron the Plumber. So if y'all ever seen them little videos, Pop the Balloon, he was on there kind of women was frying him. He was getting fried. Then he went on some reality shows. I'm not really a boy that watch Juice and shit like that, but my homies and some women that I do, some women that I know, they watch that shit. So Aaron the Plumber, he willing to fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. It's hilarious. And it's he a West Coast nigga, so he's calling it a squabble. So I watched the interview with him on No Jumper, and he said squabbles are like Pokemon. I gotta catch them all. I almost fell out my fucking seat, bro. That shit had me rolling. But it's just yo, he always willing to fight, and I respect it. But it's only so much fighting you could do, and you keep taking losses. So, just this quick video, yeah, this disrespect towards straight men, and I follow a lot of political shit, and for a while, white straight men felt like they was under attack. I didn't feel like they was under attack necessarily, but I do feel overall straight men, not to say, oh, we gotta parade straight men around, no, just a nigga just living his life type shit. But when you got they use terminology called punching down. So most men are straight. So when they make gay jokes and shit like that, that's punching down. But when gay people make jokes about straight men, that's punching up, because it's not a lot of them, it's a lot of straight men, da-da-da. But it's just how long y'all gonna punch up until I gotta G-check you and pop you in your fucking mouth and say, yo, stop fucking with me? And I'm seeing that a lot. I said, I'm not familiar with Dolce, but that egregious opinion, yo, keep your preference to yourself or get a different red flag. I never dated a Middle Eastern woman, right? I'm not gonna sit there and anybody, oh, what's a red flag for you? It's Middle Eastern women. Well, how do I fucking know? Maybe I think they smell like curry, but who am I to say all of them smell like curry type shit? At the end of the day, and love who you want to love and be with who you want to be with. If she feel like a straight man is a red flag, that's her opinions. I think opinions like that lead to bad reproduction. That's why a lot of these kids, I ain't trying to fry nobody kids and shit. That's why a lot of these kids are stupid as shit, don't play no sports, look dumb as shit, or are dumb as shit. Because y'all out here sharing Y'all out here sharing genetics with niggas that shouldn't be reproducing. And a lady with opinions like that, anybody that's a dude like me, yo, you need strong men in your life. No diddy. You just do. Because as a young man, as you growing up, you kind of get wild. So you need a man in your life to be like, pop you in your chest, like, yo, get that shit in order, bro. Or like, chill out. Like, you know what I'm saying? You need like a fucking leader. You can't disrespect straight men. And some of the greatest leaders in American history was straight men. Malcolm X, straight man. Martin Luther King, straight man. What are we talking about? R.I.P. Nat Turner. Not the porno bull, you freak niggas. The one that led a rebellion against the slave masters. This is a straight man, bro. So, like, that's the end of this video. I just wanted to touch on that because, like I said, it wasn't a lot going on. But, like, that type of ideology, like, yo, being a straight man is a red flag. Yo, being a straight man should never be a red flag because we really the protectors of the world. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm not saying a homosexual person won't fight for their rights, but historically speaking, we don't got a list of them getting massive amounts of dubs outside of Alexander the Great, who was a freak bull. And he ain't want no women. His mom was begging him to sleep with women. But like outside of that, yo, let's not disrespect straight men because straight men believe in people having their rights. We ain't got to be violated. And Dokesha, you're not even bad like that. I don't even know why you said that. I ain't gonna cap.